y'all, and welcome back to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where you can get the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. My name is Jack, and welcome back to our lovely edition of Big Brother coverage. You know, it's really late at night. I really want some red wine. Unfortunately, that would require me to travel, but instead, I have a lovely, nice glass of water.
Oh, good. Good. Do you have a, and, oh no! Not Jack! No!
Sorry, it had the Jersey tap water taste. Sometimes it's just really unusable.
See, I refuse to use Arizona tap water. No,
Fair.
thank you, ma'am. It is filtered in my Brita filter, not to be confused with a drag queen. But I have to ask Jack, since you were not here to waffle it up last week, I've been waiting for 2 weeks. I need a waffle flavor from you, Jack.
You know, this week's waffle flavor, I don't know. I can't decide. I can take a really, really bad waffle, like wasabi and hot sauce, and like put it on a plate, even though like kind of maybe thinking about it and some people have been telling me to eat it, but no, I'm just gonna like go with a standard waffle and some nice blueberries on top. I've got some pineapples I've had in the freezer for like 4 or 5 weeks now. Probably just gonna use those.
And that would be literally my poison, so yes.
Well, wasn't intended, but I'll happily take it.
Nope, yep, literally. Since the theme of the episode is poison, how fun. But, yes. I love the standard everyday choice of waffles for you today. But yes, hi everyone, hello. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. I am just currently drinking water as well. I won't be choking on it because it is not Arizona tap water. And I have to say my waffle flavor of the week is white wine and strawberry. For obvious reasons, the white wine, but also the strawberry, because if you saw the feeds, Rachel made strawberry muffins. Last night, I think it was. Of course, I'm bringing it up. And then Keanu, I think it was today on feeds, like a couple of hours ago, was like, "Hey, Rachel," because they're friends again, y'all.
Somehow.
We'll talk about it in the live feed update, but somehow Keanu and Rachel are friends again. And in the ever constant bullshittery that is the Keanu and Rachel friendship, Keanu goes up to Rachel today and says, "Rachel, can you make some muffins tomorrow with raspberries or chocolate in them?" And Rachel, in classic Rachel fashion, goes, "Yes, of course, Keanu. I'll do that as your personal chef." And Keanu's like, "No, but like, I'll help. I'll like crush up the raspberries or the chocolate." And I promise you, it is one of my favorite live feed moments of this entire season so far. It is genuinely just one of my favorite things that has happened this season, and I needed to start today's episode with that. So actually, my waffle flavor of the week is white wine, strawberry, and chocolate.
And, you know, that is very luxurious, very high class. Just like the high class quality of this episode. Holy crap. Genuinely?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, CBS, come to the front. Thank you for caring about Big Brother again. We really appreciate it. Like...
Yeah, even the filler segments this time were really good.
This is the best episode of the season so far. Like, it really just... What happened?
They must have, like, poisoned their editing team and swapped them out or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Like real honest, like Jack and I were talking about it because we watched it together. This was just on a different level for this season, the last couple of years. Like, this was so fun. This was just fun. I can't wait to get into it.
But before we go ahead and get into it, we have the typical spiel to go through. First off, thank you for hanging out with us, and also, hey Mortician, welcome.
Hey.
Before we go ahead and get started, please feel free to subscribe below. The button did just glow rainbow if you're watching this after we have finished filming, so please consider, clicking that subscribe button. Like, come on, it just glowed rainbow. You can do it. In addition, feel free to hit that like button or support us on whatever platform you're listening on, including our audio podcast links, which you can always find in our description. In that description as well, you can find links to our drag podcast, our ESC podcast, and our WWE podcast. We had some really interesting news with Eurovision Song Contest with the Eurovision Asia.
Podcast coming soon. We will be talking about it, so trust. We're gonna get there. We're gonna talk about it because it's very exciting.
And for our drag side, Dragula is now up and ready with Titans 2, promising 14 returning queens. And the most important part for me, James and Chelsea from Dead Meat. Are you kidding?
Because that's all that Jack cares about when it comes to the drag channel.
Okay, look, I work in escape rooms.
I said what I said.
You're not wrong, but it's only because that's where my expertise lies. Anyway, you can also go ahead and get your cup merch. Mine is currently in the washing machine because I use it so much. But you can get your cup merch at laundrycreations.etsy.com. That link is also in the description. And, buy your merch. It ships anywhere in the world. No excuses. Unless you're in Brazil, we're sorry. And social medias are scoring below at all times, where you can also find our lovely little clips where we scream at each other, because that's fun. But I say we go ahead and get into this Veto episode, because
yes, please.
Ooh.
Baby, this was a fun episode, and we start hot. It seems like the editors this episode were really like, you know what? No, we're going to give them everything that they wanted to see, because we start right off of the nomination ceremony where, of course, as we left off last time, Vince is the HOH and nominated Mickey, Ava, and Kelly. Now, Ava couldn't care less because, frankly, she doesn't care about being in the house anymore. Kelly is there and doesn't believe a single word that Vince says anymore, nor do most people in the house, but that's a conversation for another moment.
Yeah.
But Mickey is gagged to the gag, and goes off with her former bestie, Morgan, and says, well, if this was y'all's plan, then I guess y'all succeeded. And the word y'all becomes, don't say y'all, but drink every time they said y'all.
Because, this turns into... Do you mean that Vince and I set this up? Because I wasn't involved with this.
Y'all?
Y'all.
I don't know who this y'all is that you're talking about, but y'all.
Interesting. And just to be clear, this whole conversation is Mickey and all of the judges except for Vince.
Literally.
So, Mickey, you are in a losing battle. You are in a losing battle hard. Get out.
Yeah, it's like, girl. And then they have their little debacle. Morgan goes off, and it's literally Ashley, Rachel, and Will. And Mickey's like, did I do something wrong? And all of them, as if on cue, are like, no, you didn't do anything wrong. No.
This is weird.
I loved every single bit of it. I lived so much.
And then, of course, the judges 2 seconds later are in the boxing gym going, yeah, so we don't have Mickey, right? Like, we're screwing her over? Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Done.
good.
No
Got
questions.
it. Yeah. There's a lot of worry about the Renom this week. More than normal, to be honest with you. Rachel's worried that she could be a Renom because she put up Vince. Kat is worried that she could be a Renom because she told Vince to fuck off, basically.
Because she didn't take his deal, essentially, on the wall. Which, fair. That at least is reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely valid. And Kat starts her I Hate Rachel tour. Now, they showed us 20 seconds, I think, of the I Hate Rachel tour. Kat has been on a 6-day I Hate Rachel tour. I'm going to tell y'all, Kat's been on the tour. Kelly jumped on the tour. Lauren has made guest appearances on the tour. And all I have to say is that I'm going to actually exclude Lauren from it because I haven't heard Lauren say that many nasty things personally. Kat and Kelly, y'all can fuck off. Y'all can fuck off. The things that you're saying about Rachel's daughter?
Much.
Too much.
Why are we bringing a child into it?
Keep her daughter's name out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. The level... I'm not going to repeat what was said because I don't want to. Because it's too far, honestly. If you want to find out, go look it up for yourself. There are countless clips. But the treatment that both of these women have given Rachel this week is disgusting and has gone beyond anything Rachel has done to either of them in the game. Has Rachel treated them with sunshine and rainbows and unicorns? No.
We see it in this episode.
Absolutely. But has Rachel deserved the treatment that Kat or Kelly has given her this week? Absolutely not. It's disgusting, and both of them need to be out of the house immediately, in my opinion. Neither of them are, frankly, neither of them are redeemable in my eyes. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking with either of them. And I hope one of them is going home this week, and I'm thrilled, and I hope the other one follows her right out the fucking door next week.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... and it doesn't really do anything either. It's just kind of like there, which is the worst part.
Yeah. It's gross. It's gross. Hi, Walker. Welcome in, darling.
Welcome
Yeah, I agree, Mortician. I agree with you completely. It's nasty. It's nasty work, honestly. Speaking of nasty work, I really need to edit this slide so that way I don't have to take the logo out every time.
One of these days.
I'll shift everyone down at some point so that way Lauren doesn't get blocked every time. But
lovely photo of everyone left in the game, and then HOH noms, great.
That part. So,
I mean, we get Vince telling multiple people again that he would do multiple things he's not going to do. Because Vince cannot stop doing this.
Baby, the way I want to root for this man. The way I want to root for this man.
Oh my god. So he says he's sorry to Mickey and will consider taking her off. Never gonna happen.
Oh, the gaslighting, the mutual gaslighting of the two of them is iconic to me.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
I live for it. I fucking live for it.
Both think they're in control. Neither really is. And that's the best part.
No, neither of them are. You want to know who is in control? Morgan.
Morgan, Rachel. Basically,
Yeah.
Morgan and Rachel, basically half the judges. Maybe Will.
Yeah.
Will's actually...
Honestly, let's wake it up here. Because I've seen a lot of people putting ashes on Will's name in this game. Will is a fiery competitor in this game. Just because he's not making big moves and hasn't had an opportunity to yet does not mean he's playing this game. I think he's playing such a good game. He's playing... Oh my god, he's so good.
He's playing really well into the archetype of the old man in the house, where it's like, oh, well, I guess he's easy to nominate and all that. And he's so... No, he's killing it.
He's killing it! I am so impressed with Will. Honestly, I am so beyond impressed with Will's game. I think he is so well positioned right now. I do think he needs an HOH. I think he needs a big move or two, but I think he's very well positioned right now. And at this point, come on, Will.
Yeah.
Come on, Will. Like, I would love to see Will make a deep run into this game, because I think he is a very strong social player. He's charismatic as all hell. And he's so funny. He's just got character. And we saw it in this episode with this little DVR click-esque little sidebar that they gave him, which was everything.
If you're gonna do filler content, do it like this, where it's genuinely entertaining. It's Will just talking about something so inane, and then the edit plays into it. Like, even if the trick was simple of just hitting pause and then basically focusing in on him leaving a room, holy shit, do that more. That's a lot of fun, and it isn't a crazy edit to do.
It was so fun. I loved every single bit of this edit. Like, it was so much fun. I loved this edit.
Yeah.
I agree with that completely. He knows what's going on with he is almost everyone's confidant. He's got everyone in the palm of his hand, basically. And we know that he is such a BB fan. We know if he lands in a final two chair, he can sell his game.
Oh, 100%.
I am 100% confident on that. Like, oh my god, don't sleep on Will. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for Will. This was Will's episode. I gotta be honest. Like, we saw so much good Will content, and that also really, really goes into the veto as well. Because we see right before the veto player picks, Mickey is like, well, can I pick you if I get House Guest Choice? And he's like, yeah, totally. And you'll save me, right? Yeah, of course.
Definitely. That's smart. Just bold face. No, I'm never going to do that. In fact, I'm throwing this veto if I get it, if I'm in it. So,
I am not the biggest fan of throwing a veto, but when it's necessary, it's necessary. And this was a necessary moment.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I loved every bit of it. But then we got the veto player picks.
Yeah. I mean, the only other thing I want to note is, of course, Vince telling both, Vince essentially once again confirming to Keanu and Lauren that Rachel is the back door, which is once again not happening. So that is basically everyone on that side of the house.
Well, I mean, well, okay, for a moment it was the back door. That's the difficulty with this week is like the edit is showing that it was and then it wasn't and then it was and then it wasn't. And that's quite literally how the house was over the weekend. Like and I was trying to follow it pretty closely over the weekend to see what the actual move was going to be. Vince really, really was undecided going into Monday afternoon. Like we really had no idea.
Yeah.
When feeds went down for the veto meeting, y'all, we had no idea. I thought Rachel was going up at that point because we didn't see and we'll talk about it at the end of the episode, we didn't see the Rachel and Keanu debacle that happened right before the veto meeting. We heard about it afterwards, but we didn't see it beforehand. So from everything I saw pre-veto meeting, I really, really thought Rachel was going up. Because everything he kept saying, and the only people we heard him saying things definitively to in that manner were the other side of the house. So it was people like Kelly and Keanu and Lauren and Catherine. He was only really telling those people, I'm putting up Rachel. Or the backdoor target is Rachel. The only person he told on the judge's side was Morgan, and Morgan was the person disseminating that information. So, like, for all we knew, I thought Rachel was going up. I thought Rachel got backdoored. So, turns out, not the case.
Not the case.
And we love to see it. So.
But, yeah, veto draw, honestly, pretty simple. Will gets drawn straight.
Yep.
And Kelly gets to pick someone, and she decides Keanu, which I think is the fairest choice for her. Yeah.
Duh. I mean, they have their block party, like, alliance, final two, whatever situation, trauma bond, you know, sure, that makes complete sense. We heard them talk about it in the episode. That makes complete sense, totally. And then we do get a quick Rachel and Vince convo to set up, you know, the convos that we have later. Rachel's like, I'm not targeting you.
I want to make it clear, I'm not targeting you.
Hey, guess what? Not targeting you.
Not targeting you right now.
So
unless you do something stupid. So don't. Please don't do something stupid. We're in a really good spot, Vince. Please don't do something stupid.
We've been trying to work together for several weeks, Vince.
Please? For me?
Anyway. Yeah, and then we go into this veto, which I have to say, this is one of my favorite new vetoes in a long time. I loved this veto.
Straight up, like, this veto 100% is something that I would love to see in the future.
Love the veto.
Like, this is such a simple concept, but it can be expanded in so many different ways to where I'm just like, yeah, no, keep bringing it back. This is a great social comp. This is a great targeting comp. Mm-hmm. Perfect. So,
yeah. And this feels very akin to a lot of things we've been seeing on reality TV competitions recently. I think specifically to two big examples that we really enjoyed here, and that being a couple of the different comp ideas from $1 Million Secret.
Yes.
And then also I think to the Anonymous, with that like mid-round swapping challenge. Like I think to those two challenges. So, you know, I'm happy that BB is kind of, you know, it seems like kind of a taking from the current kind of meta of reality TV a little bit. I think something like this was also done on Survivor recently as well, which I do really like.
It was, with the unfortunate note of Jelinski just completely screwing it up in the 47 premiere and basically taking the penalty full-handed for no reason. So.
Oh yeah, and then they did another one last season, and they fucked over Star.
Yes.
How dare they fuck over Star?
The Mario
I'm still
Party
mad about that.
Game. Yeah.
I'm still mad about that. Star was robbed. In case you needed a reminder, Star was robbed. Star updates, you're welcome.
Yeah. So, this comp, incredibly simple. Basically the game works in rounds. Each round, one player is randomly selected to grab 2 wine glasses in the back. One of them is poisoned, one of them isn't. One of them is red, one of them is white, just to differentiate them. They then can walk up to any player still in the round and give them one of these 2 glasses. The player that was given the glasses can then decide to switch them or basically keep them as is. They can do the switching as much as they want. Both players then take a drink. The person whose glass is poisoned has a notably foamy effect in their mouth, and they lose 1 of 2 lives. Lose both your lives and you are dead. Last player standing wins. The only other note is that everyone can only be selected once until everyone goes. So there are 3 rounds and then everything resets. 3 rounds, everything resets, so on and so forth.
Who's ready to play Wine to Die For? Loved it.
I am so here for this.
I loved it. I loved every bit of it. I do have the full breakdowns if we want them.
I also have the full breakdown.
Gorgeous. Well, we both came prepared. So
let's go back and forth.
Yeah. So we have the first round. Ava is up first, picks Keanu. For the most part, I will say most people decided to poison themselves. I don't know why, but most people decided to poison themselves. I don't really get it.
I think most people thought there'd be more distrust in the air, and as such, there'd be more swapping, but this doesn't end up ever being really the case.
No. So Ava poisons herself against Keanu. Mickey is then up next, chooses Kelly, and poisons herself against Kelly. And then Vince is up and only has Will to choose, but decides to poison Will. Will takes the poison because Will is throwing this competition.
Yes.
We've established this. He is actively trying to throw the competition. So, yeah. And that's round 1 for you. Straightforward to the point.
Yes. We then begin with round number 2. Keanu is selected to go first and decides to attempt to poison Will by taking the glass himself. And Will can't figure out that Keanu is attempting to poison himself. Keanu takes a hit. Then we have Kelly, who decides to attempt to poison Mickey by once again grabbing the poison herself.
Poisoning herself.
Mickey doesn't swap it, meaning Kelly takes a hit. And finally, Vince, as the only option left, goes after Ava. And gives the poison to himself. But for the first time this competition, Vince and Ava swap glasses at Ava's request, and Ava dies. Which I'm gonna be so honest, I did not think I would be seeing wasted graphics on my fucking TV screen.
I loved every bit of it. I loved the camp of this Veto comp. The camp alone of the
So
foaming poison, but then also because of course Ava's the first one dead. So she dramatically dies, and then we get the wasted graphics on screen, and then Morgan's just like, well, I guess Ava took her last sip. Morgan was the perfect host for this veto. Like, everything was so perfect. The editing, the costuming. This was a perfect veto comp. BB,
yeah,
you're gonna get your 10s today, BB. Y'all did what needed to be done for this veto comp. I fucking loved it. I fucking love this comp.
And this is so versatile in the future. I mean, simply swap it out with pastries that one has a really bad taste, or a dunk tank where one person is sitting on where both have to stand on a ledge and one plank falls. Something like, there's so many ways to do this and to theme this that I genuinely want to see this again, but in a different format.
I agree.
I'm so ready for it.
I
but
agree.
That is the end of round 2. We have
Yes.
5 players left.
Yes. So we start round 3. Kelly is chosen at random. She picks Vince. Decides to give Vince the poison. And Vince is poisoned. So now everyone is poisoned.
Yes.
And everyone has a cute little red hat. And I thought that was a very cute touch as well. Keanu goes up. And instead of picking the house target, Mickey, he picks Will.
Huh. A little strange.
That's suspicious. That's weird. But that's not even the weirdest thing Keanu did in this veto comp, and we'll talk about it. But Keanu goes up, and Will is given the poison, swaps for the not poison, and then swaps again, only to get the outcome that he wanted, which was to throw the veto comp. I love this man. I love this man.
This as well has my favorite quote of the whole episode, of Morgan going, hey, Keanu, can you step over Will's body to get to the couch, please?
Looks like Will has had his last sip. Keanu, please step over Will's body and make your way to the couch. It's so dumb. And I think only Morgan would have had the perfect monotone delivery for this whole thing to pull it off. Like, it's just, oh god, it's so good.
It's so good.
And Will's death too, where he's just like, and then takes the hat off and then puts the hat. Camp.
Everyone knew what they were told to do. It's so good.
Everyone understood the assignment. All 6 of these house guests and Morgan understood the assignment, and I loved every bit of it. But that leaves Mickey without a drink in this round, and we conclude round 3 with only 2 exchanges and one dead Will.
And one dead Will. Yeah. So we go into round 4. Vince is the first person to pick. He grabs his wine and walks over to Mick. Hey, no, I'd like the red wine. I'm gonna...
Keanu! What the fuck are you doing, Keanu? What
Keanu
are you doing?
So Vince is essentially forced to pick Keanu. which Keanu essentially takes himself out of the competition by basically saying, give me the red wine, chugs it, and dies. What?
Idiot. Idiot.
Oh my god. Genuinely, I am in shock. I didn't think he could screw it up that bad.
I know he has other skills, and he is very skillful in a lot of things. Big Brother, not one of them. Common Sense, not one of them. Social Awareness, not one of them.
Role playing and acting, though,
pretty good,
surprisingly. And
well,
unfortunately,
he's a dungeon master. Yeah. That makes sense.
But unfortunately, here to his detriment, because there's no way he wasn't running a bit and then actually accidentally fell into forcing Vinny to do something really stupid. That's what I think happened.
Idiot.
Yeah. So, last one of the round, Mickey has to poison Kelly. She decides to give the poison to Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly double bluffs herself by accident and kills herself. Yes. That will get us demonetized. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
But that is the end of the round. And
yes.
We have just 2 players left and a guaranteed last round. It just determines who gets to play.
And Vince is chosen by random draw here. He decides he is going to poison himself in this scenario to try to bluff Mickey out of this drink. Unfortunately, because Mickey is so delusional and in her own universe, she once again, for some reason, and even admits it herself in the DR, she decides she's going to trust Vince again. Takes the glass he gave her, and Mickey wins the power of veto.
The amount of times the house target has won the veto in this fucking game is incredible.
We're up to what 3 or 4 now?
3 or 4.
Because it was Mickey and Keanu the weeks. I think you I believe you have a prompt. Those are the 2 I remember offhand.
Yes. Let me look at the other ones really quick. The other POVs, Ashley.
Yeah, week 1.
Ashley won it week 1. Depending on how you see it, Keanu winning 3 vetoes in a row, those could all be house targets.
I would agree with that, actually, yeah. So that's 3, 4, 5.
And then essentially that would leave the only one to not be directly that being Catherine's in week 5. Every other time, basically the house target has won.
What about, there's one other one, because we're in week 7. So there's one other veto.
Week 1 is Ashley. Week 2, 3, 4 is Keanu. 5 is Catherine. Last week's Lauren. So week 5 with Catherine and week 6 with Lauren. Both of those haven't been the house target. Every other week has been the house target.
So 5 out of 7 weeks, essentially the house target has won the veto.
Yeah.
And 6 out of 7 weeks so far, the veto has been used. That's wild. That is wild. This season just keeps getting wilder and wilder, and we knew it was going to from the early part of the season. This season is so fun. This season is so fun. It's just
so fun for
chaos.
all of the wrong reasons.
All of the wrong reasons.
It does feel like a Brant Steele is a season, but like in a good way.
In a really good way, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But here starts the and they didn't show at all as much of it as I believe they should have, in my personal opinion, based on what we saw on feeds. The Morgan and Lauren pitching to Vince of the Catherine and Rachel Renom scenarios here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on one moment, because we do have
scenarios.
There we go.
Scenarios.
Yes. So essentially, Vinny has promised 2 different paths to 2 different sides of the house, and now, unfortunately, definitely has to make a decision on what he's going to do.
Oh, yes.
Which, Jesus Christ.
I know.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The seeds I sowed, they're sprouting. Oh, no. It's not like they predicted rainfall.
Baby,
Oh my god. But yeah, so Vinny is panicking. Vinny pitches Rachel in front of Morgan. And then Morgan pitches Catherine in front of
Lauren.
At basically at the same time. And then it goes back and forth. And this is pretty constant.
And this is, y'all, for those of y'all that are just watching the episode, this is the iceberg of what went on. Like, this is the tip of the iceberg of the amount of conversations. Morgan has not left the HOH room this week at all.
Yeah.
She is like a leech in the HOH room. Now to the point, and we talked about it on Monday as well, but now to the point where she is getting angry if anyone else is having any conversations with Vince. Period. Like,
I think
it's
after she
getting
got so hard betrayed, yeah.
It's getting obsessive again. I'm not gonna. It's turning into a bit of a Zach situation again. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a little bit like the Zach situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I mean, then we have the circle of you told them what? Because Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
This whole conversation, and this even goes post Veto as well.
Oh god, I can't wait to see what we're gonna see on tomorrow's episode, because this is also tip of the iceberg between Vince, Rachel, and Keanu.
So, Keanu has pitched to Vinny for Rachel to go up as a back door.
That is a factual statement.
Vinny tells Rachel this. Rachel, who has been trying to get a better relationship with Keanu, is reasonably pissed off.
Who she has a final 2 with, by the way.
And it literally depends on the day if Keanu is wanting Rachel gone or wanting her as a final 2. Literally depends on the day.
Yep.
So, Rachel confronts Keanu. Keanu gets pissed at Vince for this conversation occurring.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear, Keanu tells Vinny. Vinny tells Rachel. Rachel gets annoyed at Keanu for Vinny telling Keanu. For Keanu telling Vinny. Rachel gets pissed off at Keanu. Keanu gets pissed off at Rachel, well, kind of, Vince for telling Keanu, but then Rachel is in that.
And also, what is not even shown at all, and what we might see on the eviction episode, is that additionally now, Keanu has also convinced himself and is now more pissed off at Morgan because he has convinced himself that Morgan is the person that told Rachel and that Vince didn't tell Rachel. He is 100% convinced himself that Morgan is the person telling Rachel all these things, and it's not Vince. Even though Vince admitted to Keanu, to his face, that he told Rachel these things. And Keanu is too much of an idiot to understand what is happening. Because Keanu is in his own fucking world. I cannot wait for the Keanu exit interviews. Whenever they happen. I cannot wait. I will be one of the first people sat to watch Taron Armstrong absolutely read this man to filth in only the beautiful, twisted way that white man can. I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. Oh, it's going to be so fucking good. I can't wait. Oh, Delusion. And, convince yourself.
By the way, full cherry on this situation. Yeah, Rachel has figured out that Keanu's lied to her the entire time and knows. Just to be clear, this is not passing Rachel's bullshit detector.
No.
And once we actually get into the live feed update, I will read potentially the funniest thing I've read on Big Brother Network.
Please. Because I think I know what you're gonna read, and it is one of the best things that's ever happened.
It's absolutely that.
100%. Yeah. Okay. Great. But also Lauren's birthday.
Yay! Oh.
Can somebody get me some more red wine?
Compliment circle. Let's all say something we like about the person to our left.
There's nobody to my left.
Say we like about Mortician.
I like that Mortician is always here and provides very lovely commentary with us, and they're sickening, period.
Now, Mortician, say something good about me. I'll wait.
No, not this.
No. I just want to feel my ego. And Logan has always been there for all of us.
Oh, thanks. And Jack is incredibly fucking smart and does not give themselves enough credit for just how smart and innovative and brilliant they are, period. And if you have not...
Make me cry.
I might. And if you have not checked out Jack and their appearance on the 1% Club, please do, because they fucking killed it. By the way, they fucking killed it. And I'm very, very fucking proud of you. So anyway, that's enough.
Episode 8. Enjoy.
Period. That's enough mush for today.
Especially considered by Rachel, who is done.
Baby, Rachel Riley is done with Miss Kelly. She is done. She has had it officially. It is really, it feels like Detox and Serena Cha-Cha. Oh, thank you, Mortician.
Oh, thank you.
It really feels like Detox and Serena Cha-Cha on season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race. She has had it officially with Miss Kelly Jorgensen in this house. Because Rachel goes off after having the rest of the red wine. Okay, work. Kelly is now saying nasty shit about Rachel. Ashley is clocking her tea, as she should. Thank you for not purpling Ashley in this episode. I appreciate it, editors. Thank you. I thought for a second she might have. As soon as they brought up Lauren's birthday, though, I was like, okay, she is a pivotal part of this, so they can't. So Ashley brings it back, or Ashley and Morgan bring it back to Rachel, and then we see the hammock scene with Rachel not hugging Kelly, And Kelly's like, Rachel's so mean. Kelly, you're being a cunt. And then you're gonna cry? Girl, be so fucking for real. I'm sorry. No. You are not allowed to be a crybaby bitch over the fact that Rachel Riley won't hug you after you're going around talking mad shit about her, her husband, and her daughter that you don't know because you don't watch this fucking show and you didn't know who she was 51 days ago. Sit the fuck down because you're going home tomorrow. And you'll become just as irrelevant as you were before this, baby. Because we've seen your TikToks. They're not good. Next question.
Yeah, basically all of that. And I mean, Morgan as well just kind of notes all this and is like, hey Vince, just so you know, if I were to win next week, I'd be targeting Rachel would probably be targeting Kelly and Keanu. Definitely not going after you. Doesn't really make sense. You really shouldn't put her on the block. It doesn't make sense. You shouldn't do that. Like, I'm pretty confident she's not going to target you under any circumstance. Don't do it.
There's no reason to. There's no reason to. And it's like, and one of the things we skipped over earlier in the episode, and this is why, again, Morgan's stocks are rising for me. I need her to stop being creepy with Vince. But Morgan's stocks are rising for me because she said one of the smartest things earlier in this episode, when Vince was talking about it pre-Veto. She was talking to Vince and saying, why not keep the judges together for now? This is a good alliance. If you break up the alliance, you lose allies. If Rachel breaks up the alliance, she loses allies. Why break up this alliance only for you to lose allies in this process? You're going to lose these 3 allies that you have for right now. Like, at least it's going to get you through the next couple of weeks, because right now, all 3 of those other people are targeting people that are not you, Vince. Thank you, Morgan.
But you can turn the gun back on yourself if you want. But, yeah.
You would think Morgan is the super fan at this point.
You really would.
Like, you would think Vince has never seen a moment of Big Brother in his entire existence with the way that he's playing, because he plays like shit. Like, it's just bad.
It's really bad.
And Morgan is playing circles around this man, and I love every bit of it. Now stop being so creepy, girl. We can take the brakes off just a little bit. Just a little bit. But strategic gameplay, on point.
Yeah. So, feeds turn off. We're about 15 minutes from the veto.
Yes.
Rachel has realized, hey, realistically, Vince is going to do whatever the last person to tell him wants.
Yep.
So, we're just gonna, I don't know, just basically lock him in his room for 15 minutes talking to me. And, basically don't let him have any room to breathe. Which...
Rachel said, let's break out the Big Brother filibuster. Why not? And I lived.
And, Rachel's just like, no, you should nominate me. It doesn't make any sense. Keanu comes into the room. Rachel's like, give me a little bit. Outside. Keanu's like, yeah, sure. You know what? That's fine. Keanu literally sits on the couch, basically separating the wall.
Yeah.
And, 2 minutes? 3 minutes? And is like...
Not even.
Opens the door again. Hey, no, I'm going to talk to you right now, Keanu. I'm sorry, I'm going to talk to you right now, Benny. And Rachel just looks and goes, who do you think you are? The hell do you think you're doing? No, I'm talking to Vinny. Fuck off. Go away. Go away. Go away. And they basically get into a full-on stare down of just like,
Oof.
I'm not going to leave the room. So, Vinny, do you want to talk outside? Sure. Here, Rachel, here's the door so you can leave. I don't really feel like leaving. Oh. Are you going to tell me what to do? Oh. Ah. Delicious.
I loved every single bit of it. I loved it. I loved it. I love her. I love her. I love her so fucking much. So smart. So
Basically,
smart.
Yeah. The decision before she eventually does leave the room is basically like, hey, Vince, you're not being played. I am not the person. I'm not playing you. This is your best decision. Make it. And she does eventually leave the room for Keanu to talk to him. And Keanu says, make the decision you're comfy with. This is the wrong pitch.
You waited that long outside the door to say, make the decision you're comfortable with. Don't get forced into a decision. Keanu, really?
Keanu.
Really?
If Keanu genuinely says, hey, Rachel was pressuring you a lot there to not put her up. That's weird. She shouldn't be doing that. You should be putting her up. Rachel probably goes up.
Yeah.
But of course, it's Keanu. And as Mortician put it, this was perfect Rachel.
It absolutely perfect in every possible way.
So,
as a result, Rachel does not go up.
Mickey pulls herself off like expected, and Catherine goes up. Oh my god.
Guess you should have made that deal on the wall after all, girl.
Ooh. And our final nominees for the week are Ava, Kelly, and Bryn. Now.
Oh, yes. The best possible nominees. A woman that doesn't want to be in the house anymore because the Riley eviction literally scarred her. A woman that can't stop talking about Rachel Riley's children. And a woman who is so deluded by a man who verbally abused her for 6 weeks out of the 7 weeks they've been in the house that she is literally completely blindsided and does not understand that that man was 100% toxic for her and her game. Boy, I can't wait to see how this eviction turns out.
I love it here. Love it here so much. Logan, I say we move on to the live feeds.
I think we should.
This is your live feed. Spoiler warning. If this is where you jump off with us, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We're just about at the hour mark from this insane Veto episode, and we'll be here tomorrow with Logan at the helm.
Hey.
Potentially for the last time before things switch up for a little bit.
I mean, I'll still be on for evictions,
Yeah.
But yeah, we're switching some hosting things up. We'll clarify that tomorrow in the eviction episode. But yes, this will be the last eviction that I'll be hosting for a little bit. So yeah, come join us tomorrow, right after the eviction. We'll be talking about whichever one of these white women goes home. Yeah, otherwise, if you don't want live feed spoilers, they're not really spoilers per se, because there's not much to talk about, y'all, to be honest, but we're going to talk about it. It
really
anyway.
is just like the basics at this point. Let's be real. Yeah. So where do we want to start? Because 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. unsurprisingly, the judges are in complete control.
Well, yes, I was gonna say we should start with
scenarios.
Yeah.
So we talked about it on Monday. If you joined us for our Monday recap and our live feed spoilers, not much has changed as far as scenarios are concerned from the scenarios we talked about on Monday. Basically, Kelly has to win the blockbuster or she's going home. Though she is campaigning. I think in the case of Kelly versus Catherine, I do think the vote will now be closer than what we originally expected. I think it could be a 6-2 or even a 5-3. I don't think Vince will need to break a tie in this case. I don't see a tie happening really in any scenario here this week, as far as what I'm currently seeing on the feeds. But this house is crazy enough that something could change between now and tomorrow's eviction. So, as of right now, on this Wednesday evening, that's where we're currently at. It seems like Kelly needs to win the blockbuster in order to stay in the game, which she very well could do. She's won 2 of them already. It's very within her wheelhouse to win a blockbuster. I wouldn't be surprised. If Kelly does win the blockbuster, Catherine is going home, probably by a 7-1 vote. I would be surprised if
it 5-3, but 7-1 sounds more right.
7-1 sounds more right, just because I feel like less people would want to vote against Ava ultimately. There are some people that are currently a little bit more on the fence when it comes to Ava, simply just because Ava's not campaigning and not really making it seem like she wants to be in the game anymore, which is really unfortunate. Mm-hmm. It really seems like the Riley vote just absolutely drained her of any will to want to be in the house anymore, or play the game, really, which is really, really unfortunate. Obviously, she's not going to quit. She wants the money, and she wants the stipend for being in the house, and I respect that for sure. But it does not seem like she is really wanting to be a big, player in the game at this point. Now, that might be just because she's on the block right now. It very well may be block talk. I'm not, 100% sure. But that is kind of her MO as of right now. Kelly is the person kind of doing the most campaigning, because Catherine's not even really doing a whole lot of campaigning, though she did have a conversation with Rachel. She is trying to have, important conversations with people, and she is making an effort at least. So, there is something there. Regardless, though, it does seem like at this point, Ava will stay in either scenario. Probably 7-1 in both scenarios.
Probably.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, the one there, Keanu, right? Would be
Keanu in the case of Kelly, and it would probably be Lauren in the case of Catherine.
Yeah.
Also, now, okay.
Really quick. Hi, DM. Yeah.
Hey, DM. Yeah, we
already talked about it.
We already talked about it. It's earlier. I yelled at her and Catherine earlier in the stream, so go check it out. I might have a timestamp for you.
Actually. Like around 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, I have one at 40. It's also around 11 minutes as well in the episode. So there are several moments of us complaining and yelling at Kelly and Catherine for that matter. So go check it out. It's very entertaining. But yes, we did talk about it. Happy you're here, baby. Yeah, Mortician, that is kind of how I feel as well. I don't want Ava to go. And between the other two ladies, I don't give a fuck. I would prefer Kelly because I have Catherine on my draft. Honestly, that's how I feel.
Honestly, I'd prefer Kelly, one, to make sure that Catherine can't go back to Riley right now.
Fair.
And 2, because Kelly has basically had no game to play for about 4 to 5 weeks. So at this point, it's just pulling dead weight.
Yeah.
Like, at least Catherine has a good game sense and has actively, like, started picking things up.
Yeah.
Kelly has been stagnant since, like, week 3. So I'd rather her go, especially when this is really close to jury.
Yeah, I mean, this will be the second to last week before jury. I do agree. I think if I had to pick, if it was my choice, it would be Kelly, definitely. For all the reasons that you just talked about, Jack, and also just her general demeanor and her behavior in the house has just been really nasty. Especially the last couple of days, her and Catherine for that matter. And I think those are the 2 people I would like to see go as the last 2 members of the pre-jury, to be honest with you. I think everyone else, I may not necessarily love Keanu. I may not necessarily love, you know, some of the other players in the game, but at least they've played the game at this point. Catherine is kind of a toss-up here. But I definitely, I don't want Kelly on the jury personally. I don't really want to see her on my TV ever again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of agree with that. As far as other general house happenings, we kind of alluded to it earlier in the stream, but Keanu and Rachel did reconcile.
They did.
And it was a genuine reconciliation, which I found very interesting. It happened earlier today, where they had a bit of a heart-to-heart. Rachel, for one of the first moments really in the house, we've seen her, you know, have some emotion in the DR, but kind of for the first time in the house itself, kind of broke down with Keanu and was really just genuinely upset, and expressed to Keanu how upset she was about him betraying her, because she really did want to work with him and take their final 2 like as far as she could, and just the way that he betrayed her, she was really upset by that. And it finally took seeing that emotion from Rachel for Keanu to be like, oh, she's actually not playing me.
No, this is genuine. Okay. That. Finally, I get it. It had to be basically written out fully and expressed dramatically in order for Keanu to get it.
Literally, and I'm intrigued if we're going to see it on the eviction episode.
Probably.
But I'm intrigued because it seems like Rachel basically had to be like, Keanu, I'm taking myself out of the game for a second. Take yourself out of the game for a second. Like, human to human, I'm really upset with the way that you made me feel. And it feels like that is what actually got through to Keanu. Mm-hmm. And if that is the case, I'm happy to see it.
Yeah. Of course.
They're probably going to go back to fucking fighting in 2 days. So you know, it is what it is. They're going to go back to fighting in 2
days. I just want to really quickly read what happened 2 days prior as part of this argument. As cited on Big Brother Network, I do want to give full credit to Jerica here. So let me just read this statement.
Yes, please.
So, 1:52 p.m. Big Brother time. Rachel tells Keanu that Vince told her that Keanu shared that Rachel had already told him that Vince told her about Keanu trying to come after her. Keanu denies it. He told Vince that Morgan told him that. Rachel tells Keanu that Vince will never pick him over Morgan. If you just tried to parse what I said and had a stroke, congratulations, you're in the same boat as me.
Yeah. Pretty much. Shout out Big Brother Network. Yeah, no, literally, because Keanu has 100% convinced himself that Morgan is the root of all evils. It was Rachel for a while. Now it's Morgan again. Then it was Mickey for a while. Now it's Morgan again.
It'll probably go back to Rachel at some point next week.
Yeah, definitely, because women are evil. But, you know, it's fine. You know, in Keanu's eyes, all women are evil. And unfortunately, he's surrounded by 8 of them currently. So, you know, it's really upsetting for him. But, yeah.
And just to be clear, because Keanu has reconciled with Rachel, that means he's now really pissed at Vince.
Oh, yes.
Which, oh my god. Oh, Keanu.
Keanu
I
was
want
an
this man in jury
idiot.
just to watch him spiral more. Like, the game is fully over and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
What do you mean you want him in jury? What do you mean you want me in jury? I will not be in jury, Jack. I will be in those final 2 chairs. I will be in this house until the final 2. And I'm going to sit in those chairs and I'm going to win $750,000. I cannot believe that you would think to put me in jury like that. How dare you, Jack? How dare you?
Who does Keanu win against?
Kelly.
They can put him in those final 2 chairs all he wants. The only person he's winning against is the person going out this week. So Kelly. The Kelly of it all.
Can do. Baby, I'm a theater kid. This is what I do. I can do. And the one impression I am very, very good at is Rachel, actually.
Yes.
I'm pretty good at Rachel, so. Brendan! No, I need to work on my Brendan. Sorry.
Yeah. So, Kelly has like fully clocked the judges at this point. She's figured out that the house split exists.
Yeah.
And kind of like added Ava to it a little bit. Kind of like added Ashley, maybe. Just slightly.
Well, Ashley's in it.
Well, yeah, no, I was trying to remember, is it Ava or Ashley that she's
It's Ashley.
It's definitely...
It's, yeah, Ashley, Will, Rachel, Morgan, Vince.
Yeah, so she's throwing
And then
Ava into the mix as well.
But Ava's such an interesting player right now because, like, she is kind of on that side of the house, but currently the people that she wants to work with the most are Catherine and Lauren, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't get it, but...
Yeah, no, it's strange. I mean, she's basically burning all of her allies for no fucking reason. And I mean, I think the Riley eviction just fully rotted her brain.
Yeah.
We saw all of the brain cells leave, unfortunately, when she was casting that vote.
I vote to evict Riley? I need to work on my Ava.
Yeah.
I'll work on impressions. I will work on impressions specifically for Mortician Does. But yeah.
I mean...
yeah, there's not really anything else.
There is one small thing, and it is also Kelly.
Ugh.
So, Kelly has managed to convince herself, based off of some conversations, that she has will to essentially tie the vote and give her the chance to stay in the house. She does not have will. And then basically goes and proposes to Vince, hey, I think I have the votes to stay in a tie. Can you keep me in a tie? She thinks this conversation goes really well and that he's going to save her in a tie. And he's not.
And then on top of that, she goes to Vince with these 4 votes. She thinks she has Keanu, which she does. Will, no.
No.
Dear reader, she does not. Ava?
Ava.
She does not.
She definitely doesn't.
Catherine? She does not.
No.
Those are her 4 votes, mind you.
And
one
and
of them would be on the block against her.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that one of those 4 votes would be up against her on the block.
She's trying to count the superpositions, Logan. She knows that she can quantum split the timeline and just, like, secure a win that way.
I need her to quantum split her way out of this damn house. Anyway, she goes to Will and says, oh, well, I mean, if you keep me with a tie this week, we're all good? After you called this man out of his name several thousand times this week, Kelly, the first thing you said after the vote was, Vince, you're dead to me. And all of a sudden, when you think you have 3.5 votes, and you don't, and now, all of a sudden, the day before the eviction, oh, if you save me with a tie vote, that's not gonna happen. We're good? Girl, get the fuck out of this Big Brother house. I'm done with her.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's real bad. Kelly's outlived her welcome. So sorry, it's over.
Go back to North Dakota, where you will become just as irrelevant as you were before.
Honestly, I hope that you get the social media career out of this, which will be, I don't know what web design social media looks like. But
It's what I do.
Best. Yeah.
And I do it more successfully than she does. I've seen her designs. They're not good.
But with that, Logan,
do
you have anything else to talk about?
No, honestly, the house has been kind of boring the last couple of days. So no, I'm just very excited for the Kelly eviction party tomorrow. Very excited to be hosting, hopefully, the Kelly eviction party. And if not the Kelly eviction party, then the Catherine eviction party. Very excited to be hosting an eviction party starting with a K tomorrow. So yeah, one of those for sure. But regardless, a white woman will be going home tomorrow, and that's exciting. First one of the season.
First one of the season.
Somehow. It only took 52 days.
It only took more than half of the house. More than half the days in the game.
Oh, wait. No, I do have something to talk about because I just thought about it. Baby, why is Morgan flushing M&Ms? Why is Morgan flushing M&Ms?
No, I thought I misheard you the first time.
No, she flushed the M&Ms. She was so frantic to not have people see her doing strat chat with the M&Ms in the bathroom. Also, why are you using M&Ms in the bathroom and then putting them back in the fucking bag? Gross. Gross. Yes.
Oh,
down
God.
The toilet. She flushed M&Ms down the toilet.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't need to hear about the M&Ms. Now I never want to hear about them again more. I hate it here. Oh, thank you, Big Brother, for making me hate the Mars Company.
I don't know.
I can't tell you why. This whole house hurts me.
Meanwhile, thankfully, Rachel has moved on to using cough drops. Very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Very, very thankful for that. But yeah, gross, disgusting, gross, nasty, gross, no.
At least she knows we're getting sick of this. And then with that horrible pun, we're gonna get the hell out of here.
Yes. I'm gonna go step over Will's body and get out of here because I'm done.
Yeah. So thank you so much for everyone that has hung around and talked to us tonight. Thank you so much. If you want to continue hanging out with us, we'll be here tomorrow with Logan for the K eviction party. Bring your own K-related object.
Jack.
I know what I just said. I know what I just said. Oh my god. No. Oh god. No.
Subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Go ahead and get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. We're gonna get out of here. Cheers.
From
way outside. No, you don't get to do this anymore.
No, not anymore. Go for it.
From way outside the Big Brother house. We've been the Cup. This one is falling apart. Don't bring K-related items tomorrow. Whatever you do, don't do that. Love yourself. Only yourself. Because that's all that matters. Don't do K. Cheers.
Don't do ketamine, kids. It's not worth it.